SciTube is an initiative to make learning psychology interesting, exciting, and easier. SciTube promotes learning psychology through the relevant original experiments that resulted in the theories. The videos also sensitize the learners about the relevance of the theories in contemporary times. Concept: biological perspective. Experimental setup: Olds and Milner's brain stimulation experiment. In 1954, psychologists James Olds and Peter Milner conducted a groundbreaking experiment that transformed the biological perspective of psychology. While studying learning and motivation in rats at McGill University, they accidentally discovered what later became known as the brain's reward center. Purpose: the original goal was to study how brain stimulation affected learning and behavior. Motive: to understand how specific brain regions influence motivation, reinforcement, and action. During surgery, electrodes were implanted into different areas of the rat's brain, particularly the septal area and hypothalamus, regions suspected to be involved in emotion and motivation. Action in the experiment. After recovery, rats were placed in a Skinner box equipped with a lever. Pressing the lever delivered a brief electrical stimulation to the implanted brain area. What surprised researchers was the rats' behavior. They pressed the lever repeatedly, sometimes thousands of times per hour, to receive stimulation. Rats ignored food, water, and rest, choosing brain stimulation instead. In some cases, rats crossed electrified floors or endured exhaustion just to reach the lever, clearly indicating that the stimulation itself was intensely rewarding. Key observations and conclusions. Olds and Milner observed that stimulation of certain brain regions produced powerful pleasure and reinforcement. Key conclusions included: motivation can be directly controlled by biological brain mechanisms. Certain brain areas act as reward centers. Reinforcement does not require external rewards like food or social approval. Behavior can be strongly shaped by neural pleasure pathways. This experiment provided the first direct evidence that reward and motivation have a biological basis, laying the foundation for modern neuroscience. Inferences and contemporary relevance. The Olds-Milner experiment revolutionized psychology by linking brain function to behavior. Today, its relevance extends to addiction research, explaining why substances hijack reward pathways. Mental health, particularly depression and motivation disorders. Neuroscience and psychopharmacology, influencing treatments like deep brain stimulation. Behavioral science, reinforcing the biological roots of reinforcement. Core insight: human motivation is not just psychological, it is deeply wired into the brain's biology. This experiment remains a cornerstone in understanding why we seek pleasure, repeat behaviors, and sometimes lose control, making it one of the most influential studies in biological psychology. If you think the video made learning psychology easier, like, comment, share, and subscribe.